YouTube, welcome back to my channel. Here I go again with a new set. My client's been coming a little more often to change her sets. I don't know why, but she's here. She could have went another week or two, but now we're here removing all her gems. She did have a lot of lifting. I was like, what happened? Like, what's going on? Why? So I'm just here clipping off all her little stones. At the beginning, you saw a needle pointed type of carbide. I use that to remove the seal that I've placed around the stones. So I try not to use too much force, okay? If I can't get them off, I use this shredder to remove the rest of the stones. I'm not going to complicate my life. I got a new dust collector. And let me tell you, I'm shocked. I am super shocked at this dust collector. It is louder than my last one. So yeah, it was sent to me. So I didn't spend no money on this dust collector to review it. And I don't regret it. It is louder. It's a little bit heavier. But I don't get as much dust on me. I mean, I still get dust on me, but not as much. And you guys know that thing that people do with the Kiara Sky dust collector? This one does it too. I will put a little clip somewhere. Let me, you know what? Let me post it. Hopefully I did record it. I think I did. Let me check real quick. Okay, so I'm using the dust collector for the first time here. Feeling the suction out. When you take off the metal thing, it turns automatically off. So I was like, oh, it turned off. And something was just like, you know what? Let's test this suction real quick. And you guys know everybody was doing the whole Kiara Sky dust collector thing, putting it on the wall. And I was like, let me try it with this one. I'm just really curious because it feels real strong. And look. I was like holding it and I was like, wait, it's gonna fall off. And then I was like, it stayed out there, girl. You see that shit? $60 some. Not even expensive. I'll try to remember to link it down below and also link this drill. I love the drill also. Amazing. It works even at 1 RPMs. I don't know if you've noticed some drills at 1 RPMs. Once you touch the nail, they turn off or stop or catch on the acrylic. But I am obsessed with this dust collector. So yeah, so here we're removing the nails. You guys know that I leave a thin layer, not too thin, so I'm able to still play around with it and be able to remove all the color left behind. So here I'm just using a medium safety bit. I believe these are like the ceramic bits. And I just remove any lifting, smooth the acrylic. There's still acrylic on there, so there's still going to be a fill done first before I continue with the rest of the set. So I've been pushing back the cuticles. That's the only thing different in my prep. But it has helped so much to push back the cuticles first. I mean, obviously, I've been knowing that, but I don't know why lately I was only using the diamond bits afterwards, as you guys saw before in the videos. And trust me, you guys, I'm going to explain why it became better to use them before. I just been watching a lot of Russian manicure videos, and they all make sure they push back the cuticles first. Then they go in with their diamond bits. So what I noticed different, that it was easier to remove and push back that skin. So sometimes when I'm finished doing this step right here, there's almost no cuticle left to cut. It's like the most minimal. Sometimes I don't even have to go and cut or snip nothing off. The cuticles get removed easy when you push back first. So that's one thing. I'm telling you, I've been doing nails for so long, and sometimes I do things backwards, and then when I do them correctly, which I feel like this is the correct way to use your diamond bits, I noticed the work was cleaner around the cuticle. I still go with this little reverse cone and remove even more of that skin from around there, and the little sides that you can't really reach with your sanding band or your rounded diamond bit. Life changer. Life changer, I'm telling you. She's going to have barely any skin to cut. I mean, not skin, any dead cuticle to cut. And that's what I prefer, because I hate cutting cuticles. I hate it. It's scary. I've cut people before. And yeah, I go in with a 120 grit sanding band to prep. I smooth out the acrylic that is there first, and then try to blend that acrylic to the nail bed. And I clean. I've been making my own cleanser. I do like about a 70% acetone with 30% amount of alcohol, because you really don't need dehydrator, you guys. I believe I might have used dehydrator on her, but then I think I didn't. I don't remember. But when you mix it that way, 70% as pure acetone with 30% alcohol, you do not need to dehydrate. The acetone dehydrates the nails, and the alcohol helps sanitize the nail bed. Try it out. That's what I've been doing. But as you can see, there's barely anything there, but she just loves that step. I just scrub. I stopped using Litten wipes a while ago, and the acetone just gets rid of any oils, dries the nail bed out. You guys know what I'm talking about. But yeah, that's how I've been removing things lately. Oh my god, I went and bought some curved nails. I believe I used them on her, and they were so flimsy. I could not shape. I like sturdy nail tips, and these are the ones that I'm going to use on her right now are the D&D natural curve tips. I got them at my local nail supply. They were super cheap. The bags are like $1, I believe, or less than $1. No, yeah, they're like cents. They're less than $1. So I got all the sizes because I ran out of the curve tips I was using that I had purchased on Amazon. And I am very disappointed because they're so flimsy. Like every time I was trying to shape with the nail file, they were moving excessively. Like I was like, girl, I cannot get this shape right with these damn tips. It was frustrating me. So I need to just order. Either I'm just going to have to finish these tips first and deal with it. And then they kept ungluing. Oh my God. It was just the most annoying thing ever. So sturdier nail tips are what's best for me, at least. This carbide bit, you guys, looks like literally a shredder. I use it to remove any gems I can't get off. But do you see my nail table? Do you see my hands? I am shocked that I'm using 4XC grit carbide bits, and a lot of the dust is still going on the dust collector. Obviously, you still get dust because I am going in circles with the dust collector and stuff like that, and I like to rest my wrist on it. But you guys seen before how much dust I used to get on me, and with this dust collector, I'm not getting much. Not even, I still get dust on my clothes, but not as hefty as before. It used to be bad. And I'm shocked because this dust collector was like $60 some that I didn't pay for, They wanted a review from me. Yeah. Oh, no. Okay, so that's all I have to say. So enjoy the video. We did a little bit of a crazy set here. It was all over the place. I wanted like random. She didn't really know. She gave me the freedom to do whatever I wanted. And I was just like, I want to do like a random, crazy, colorful set. Because right now my brain is, I have no motivation. Not motivation. No. I am fully motivated. I have no inspiration right now, you guys. Like, I don't even know what's in right now. I don't know. My Instagram is all over the place with nails, but I've been currently seeing a lot of, like the droplet nails that look like they have, like what I have on my thumb right now, on the left thumb right there. That is like, you use that thicky gel to make like drops and swirls, and that's what has been all over my feed lately. And zebra print and cheetah print, chrome. I don't know. Right now, I feel like the nail game is all over the place with these nail designs. Like, look at my nails. I love my nails, actually. Just redid them. I did a fill, and I just did them plain red. If you've seen my McCart Pro review video, you'll see the nails I did. I did record them, I believe. So I have so many videos. Like, I literally have so many videos for you guys. I watched some of them, and some of them, like, you can't really see what I'm doing, but I'm gonna post them anyways. And just whatever, I'm gonna get backlash of people, I can't see, blah blah blah, you should have recorded this way. And I'm gonna just be like, girl, what you want me to do? It's already done and done. Or how do you say it? Done and done. I don't know. Girls, it's Saturday. I'm chilling today, and all I want to do is go to Ross. I want some not bed sheets. What is it called? The quilt. I don't like sleeping with thick blankets. I get hot at night, and my cats sleep on me, so then I get too hot, and I can't be having them thick blankets. Oh, they're quilts. They're called quilts. So I want to go buy me a quilt. I need to go get some cat food, and I kind of want to go buy stuff to make a pozole. But no, I really want pozole, but I don't know if to make a red pozole or a green pozole. I don't know why, you guys, if you're Mexican, you know what pozole is, but every time I make anything with green salsa, it always comes out good. Like, and for me, at least, it tastes good. Oh my God, fire. But whenever I've made like pozole, which has red pozole, the sauce and the broth just doesn't hit for me. I don't know if I'm using the wrong chiles or whatever, or not enough chiles, because sometimes my broth doesn't look as red as other people's broth. And I'm like, probably they're putting a shitload of chiles. But you know what? That's what I'm going to make. I'm going to make a chicken and pork pozole. But I'm debating whether to make it red or green, because I do have all the ingredients for the sauce that's used to make the broth the color. So I just have to go buy the meat and the grain and some tostadas and some sour cream, because we actually like to put sour cream in our tostadas when we have pozole. And then I have hot chili Mexican oil. Oh my God. I just want to toast some sesame seeds with it, because we tried some the other day and they had put toasted sesame seeds in it. And it just gave the sauce this yummy ass taste. I've even seen people mix peanuts in it. But no, the sesame seeds, that made the sauce just... Oh my God, my mouth is watering, you guys. I'm going to go ahead and go buy these things. So I need to go buy me a quilt from Ross and just walk around, see what I see what I buy. Hopefully I don't buy nothing stupid. And then go get some cat food and then buy the ingredients for the pozole. All right, you guys, enjoy the video. Oh, excuse me. Thank you for watching. And don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Oh my God. The only thing I love about this table is that I can clean off the dust right away I even bought a little brush. I don't know why I use this big dust brush to do this, but I bought an actual like dustpan brush. So these are the damn nail tips I refilled this box, and these nail tips were giving me a headache. I need to go back to the other ones, because I'm just gonna finish these off. And then, you know what? I need to stop at Sally's to buy a nail glue spray. I think the pinky was the old tips, and this one was the new tips, because some sizes didn't need to get refilled. But I believe the the ring finger, the middle, and the pointer had the new tips, the D&D tips. They were so flimsy as hell. Do not recommend them. And then they were ungluing. Like right now, it looks like nothing's wrong. I think once I start filing, one of these popped off, I believe. I don't remember. So I am going to go buy nail drag whatever spray from Sally's, because I know I'm going to have that issue with these nail tips. I don't know why there's some nail tips that just don't want to fucking glue. Okay, you guys. I'm going over. I really want to go to Ross. So see you in the next video. And how do you guys feel about this angle? I went back to my phone. My last video was done on my GoPro. But it looks like the table lamp I bought it's bright, but not as bright as the ring light, because to me everything looks a little bit darker. I don't know. You guys tell me. Probably I am going to have to bring my ring light back into the suite and have it somewhere. Like, I'm going to have to, like, post it somewhere on this table to just get brighter lighting. I'm just so upset that I know someone posted and commented that I could have used something for the wall, but we just don't want to make no more holes on these walls, to be honest, because there's already a lot of holes from the shelves, and me adding like anything else is starting to give me like anxiety that I don't want to do all these repairs when I move out. I mean, I'm not planning to move out anytime soon, but still I think about that, like try not to make that many holes, okay, so I can get my deposit back when we get out. Okay, you guys, okay, I'm saying bye again because I really want to go. I really want to go to Ross. I'm by myself at home with the cats and Roy. My boyfriend went to work, so I'm gonna just have some me time till he gets back. All right, bye. I did make my pozole, green pozole. I am gonna take all this foam stuff out. Give me a second. So this is a pork one. I use pork ribs, pork shoulder, and pork feet. If you guys don't like that, I'm sorry, but just garnish with some cabbage, radishes, and have them with tostadas. Yes. This is almost ready. Okay, my honey likes this with extra oregano, so we are gonna pour some of that in there. To be honest, oregano just looks like little dots in the pozole, and if he doesn't see them, he feels like it's not enough oregano, so he has to be able to see. And then oregano, for some reason, like has oil in it, so it does like little droplets of oil. I don't know how to explain what I'm saying, but if he doesn't see them, it's like not enough oregano for him, okay? But oh my god, I can't wait to eat dinner today. It's my day off, you guys. I have a mess at home. Look at my hair and all this glory. I got a haircut. I added layers and kind of regret it. But I don't know why I'm so stuffy today, but my hair was down to here, and I'm like, I should have left the length, but whatever. We gotta get to cleaning. It's almost 7 p.m. and my pozole is about to be done. I'm gonna eat dinner late today, so whatever. What? You hungry? You hungry? I went to Ross. Remember my last video? I went to Ross and I was supposed to get some covers. Didn't get the covers, but I ended up getting black spoons and forks. Look how huge that fucking spoon is. That's perfect for my pozole. I got some scrubbing. I hate loofahs. These are my favorite. I needed one for the gym because I shower at the gym. Then I found this cedar wood and sage. This better fucking smell delicious. Okay. Oops. Oh my god. Ooh. It smells nice. Oh, sorry, scratch. And then I bought this cute little bag. I needed a gym bag that I can take because the other one is, I don't know. Oh, what the? It came with these two little bottles and I just threw some away. But look at this, it's super perfect. Excuse me. And that was it for my Ross haul. Oh no, I got these banana house slippers. Then I went to Daiso because they have the perfect traveling stuff. So look at these cute little bottles for the gym. This got body wash, shampoo, and then I gotta fill it up with conditioner, and I'm gonna put lotion. And this one, oh my god, look how cute they are. We got these highlighters from Daiso also. I got this Tokidoki cute little whatever notebook. I got this other little notebook. I got this other one that has like calendar. I love Daiso, you guys. And then I just got this one because of the strawberries and cherries on it. Don't know what I'm gonna use this little mini one for. Look at these cute little Hello Kitty stickers. And this multicolored pen that smells like grapes. It does smell like grapes. I'm gonna leave it in there to preserve the scent. And that's it. Oh no, and then I bought this. So I've been juicing. I'm gonna record my juicing video because it's my favorite juicing juice. You're gonna be regular. Your skin is gonna, my skin hasn't healed. So I always have like weird dry patches under my eyebrows, here in the middle, around my nose and my chin. And since I've been juicing, I can say I haven't dealt with that. So I mean, I already have a juicing thing, like where I put my juice, but I always make a lot and it doesn't fit in that other one. But this one's from Daiso. $8. I just like that you can remove this whole thing. Look at that. And then the top. You don't have to twist the whole thing off because you were able to see it. Yes, yes. And I like that I can. Girl, I'm excited over a. I have a mess. What else did I buy? I know I bought snacks. Japanese snacks. I already ate half this bag. Look at this. Horrible, huh? Horrible. It's kind of sweet. My cats love the smell of these things. They only lick it. Look, here he comes. I wish they were more like spicy, salty. Look, he's looking for it. You want some? You want some? Look, he's smelling it. Look. What is this? So I got these snacks. Oh, and then I've been using the Dr. Something. I believe it's cat style soap. So I need something more good because I think I always mix it with another. Don't laugh at me, but I mix it with baby shampoo, the lavender baby shampoo and the lavender cat style soap. I mix them together, so I need one of these in my shower, and I'm gonna throw these away because unless I could put shots in it, but no, I'm not. That's it. We had pizza this Friday, so look where I've been putting the trash in. Embarrassing. This goes to the rest. Alright, you guys, bye. I need to clean it out of my plate. It's 7 p.m. It's my day off. I got home and took like a 3-4 hour nap, and now we're here. Now we're here. Want to smell my breath? Ah! I think he thinks my breath stink. Oh wait, I bought some milk. These cute little tokidoki little like charm things. Oh my god, look at my baby. Look at my baby. I'm gonna put glitter on these tears. Hopefully, I don't know if I have glow in the dark acrylic, but that would be so dope. This is the bag I'm telling you I've been taking to the gym, and no, this looks more gym appropriate. Okay, bye. Yeah.